Hello everybody, I am back for the final of the opener for the 2024 OVKA karting season. We are out again at a beautiful G&J Kartway in Camden, Ohio. The weather was nice. You can see the pillowy, marshmallowy clouds up in the sky. It was a good day for racing. So I'm coming out in position 5, as I mentioned in my previous video, and we are coming around for the start. In this Legends group right here at the OVKA, we are all relatively close to each other in speed, with the exception the 16 is usually just a little bit faster than everybody else. But the other remaining 9 or so karts, we are all generally within a few tenths of each other every week. So we get the start going. We come around here now again. I'm on the inside. I hit that curb. I go out a little while, and you notice I don't go all the way out to the edge out there. I left a little room, but I did go wide, and you can't see anybody off to my side, but I think the 20 was a little bit next to me, and he did drive off into the grass. So right now I don't have anybody that close behind me, I don't believe. And I've got a little gap up there to the 318, the 86, and then the 16 up front. And, you know, I'm just doing my best to go around this track. As I mentioned, this, you know, I did not race last season at all at G&J Kartway. These are new tires, and I have not practiced a lick prior to coming out here for this race. So in my own mind, I'm a little bit rusty, although I'm not getting totally smashed just yet. You know, second and third are still in eye shot. I seem to be, you know, on occasion slightly closing up on them, but you know, maybe not. It's always, you know, deceptive when you're out on the track. Everybody gets closer in the curves than in the straights. But I'm pretty sure no, not that one. The next lap, I'm going to probably blow that corner right back there, and the gap to the 318 will definitely widen at that point in time. But I'm still driving around in fourth. I think there was 10 of us, so I'm not too terribly upset about this fourth place position right now. And I wouldn't say that I'm looking at this as a practice race, but you know, this is kind of practice for me right now. Trying to figure out how I want to go around these corners, trying to get used to the new compound. We're running the Hoosiers. I think it's like R70 or something like that. It's a harder compound than I think we were running R60Bs or something like that in previous seasons, and it's sticky. You'd have little ropes of rubber flying off all over. Now here, I just plow straight on through, and I do not do that corner very good at all. I don't know if I was looking too far ahead and I forgot I was actually at the turn, but whatever it was, I damn near drove off the track right there. But now, as you can see, the gap to the 318 has definitely increased. So now we're going to jump forward. There's nothing that really goes on in the laps prior to where I jump forward to. And we're going to be coming around to the 2 to go on this flag. The 318, he's probably stretched it out even a little more on me than he had before I jumped ahead. But I think for the last few laps when I watched the footage, they were staying at about that interval. But I've also been getting the signals from my girlfriend up in the stands that there's somebody closing in on me. And it turns out it is the 20 that I kind of ran a little bit wide at the start, and he is on the mission to avenge the trip in the grass. So we get the white flag. Now right there, I had kind of committed to staying low coming to this white flag, and you don't even notice it, but I did get bumped in the back. And what I didn't realize was that the 20 had caught up to me, and he was attempting, I believe, to pass me on the inside, although, as you can see, I had pretty much committed to the inside coming down the straightaway. And so I thought I just got tapped in the back, but I think he had tried to come under the inside of me and touch my inside rear wheel and flew up in the air, and as he would call it, he gave himself the blue bag special and blasted into the bags right outside of turn 1. So we come around, and you know, there's the red flag, and it is because the 20 is in the bags down there. So I'll let this run out a little bit more to also explain, like, I think at this point in time, you know, I never saw a red flag, and you can look at my footage, you don't see any red flags, but I think some of the workers thought maybe we should have seen it, so they were not super happy, I didn't feel, with us when we came up at that point, because they were like, you know, red flag, it's a red flag. But as you can see, we didn't really see it till we got to this track worker. But no big deal. It's just one of those things that we, from our perspective, you don't see that red flag until you come around that corner, and there it is. And but it turns out, they did end up bringing the ambulance out, but the 20 was all right. He was a little bit, maybe a little stunned or shook up for just a second or two, but he was good to go. I spoke to him afterwards, and all's good there. But they ended up calling the race right there, and we all just pushed into the scales, and I did end up finishing fourth. So that is the conclusion to race 1 at the OVKA out there in Camden, Ohio, G&J Kartway. Come on out if you want to get on this track. It's nice and smooth, as you can see, and it's all fun out there. So see you at the next video.